There you go, guys. This is your boys, David and Triple, and we are with Imperium. And today, this will be a quick video. So first off, before we get into the video, make sure and subscribe for that intro. Make sure and like and comment as well.
It's like a battle cry.
Yeah. Make sure and smash that like button and subscribe as well, please, and thank you. Now let's get into the video, guys. This is an issue that really bothered me in BTB, and I think they might be doing this because they're planning for a battle royale and don't want vehicles to be overpowered. But in BTB, it just doesn't work, and so I want to get into this. The vehicles in Halo Infinite are terrible. They're just terrible. And, you know, the Scorpion tank's kind of okay. It's kind of wonky on how it moves, but it functions largely how it's always functioned. The Wraith, who knows how the Wraith is going to function? We haven't gotten to see it yet. But the two vehicles that specifically have bothered me, and I've used both of them in the flights, are the Banshee and the Wasp. Those things suck, okay? And I want to just take a few minutes to talk about how 343 can fix this, why it needs to be fixed before the game launches, and why you should care. So, guys, first thing, why they should be fixed. Actually, no, we'll start with why you should care. We're just bouncing around. Why should you care that the vehicles work? The reason why you should care that the vehicles work is because one of Halo's most defining elements has always been the vehicles, okay? No other game lets you fly alien spacecraft, okay? That's the point in itself. It is so cool to fly a Banshee. It is so cool to pilot a Wraith tank. And the Scorpion and the Wasp and the Falcon, vehicle combat has always been core to Halo, and it functions differently than Battlefield. In that Battlefield, you can't pilot a thing; those things are just unflyable. Whatever Battlefield, when they design their control systems, tries to design the most difficult and unusable control system possible for their vehicles. That's never been Halo. Halo's been far more accessible for their vehicles, and it makes the game better. That's why you should care. Okay, next point: Bing, bomb, boom. Why the vehicles suck? Okay. I'm going to start with the Wasp, okay? The Wasp is frankly the better of the two vehicles, in my opinion, in Halo Infinite. Here's why it sucks. The Skewer can one-shot it. The Wasp functions as a hovering vehicle. So you have a vehicle that isn't based on fast-paced movement. It's based on hovering and raining down fire. And one of the weapons that spawns readily on the map can one-shot it. Point made. That should be all you need to hear about why the Wasp sucks. The issue with the Wasp is that you have to basically fly it like a Banshee to have it do damage. If you fly it like a Banshee, you can actually put in some work with the Wasp. But ultimately, also, it takes way too much damage from weapon fire, and it just needs a slight buff. I don't know if they need a buff. They need to give it shields like it had in Halo 5. I personally would say not to do that. I would say just to buff the health and make it more tanky. It shouldn't get destroyed by a single skewer shot, especially when there's 15 skewers that spawn on the map in the BTB that we got to play. But the point is, the Wasp was horrible in Halo 5. No one liked it, but it doesn't justify the poor assault on the vehicle that 343 has made in this game. The second thing, the Banshee. Guys, the Banshee, which is probably my favorite vehicle in all of Halo, is by far the worst vehicle in Halo Infinite. They straight up killed the poor thing. I don't know what they were doing over there, but they made the Banshee into a flying papier-mâché toy. That thing gets hit 3 times with a pistol and it blows up. I don't know who signed off on it being that weak, but in my opinion, Banshee piloting has always been core to Halo, and in its current state, it's effectively useless. When I used it, I found that the Banshee bombs did no damage. So you had to play the switch between weapons, which is really not how you normally need to use the Banshee. The way to use the Banshee is just to rely on the Banshee bomb because that thing's busted. The other thing I found is it's not very, in Halo 5 and Halo 4 and Halo Reach, the Banshee's always been good at flipping. It's not very maneuverable in this game. It's kind of just wonky and clunky. And then, like I said, the biggest issue, in my opinion, is the thing is so incredibly weak. It's literally it gets shot 2 times and it goes boom. And so the final issue that's a nerf to both the Wasp and the Banshee is the grapple hook. If you grapple someone, if a Banshee's doing a low flying swoop, or if the Wasp is hovering and you grapple them, as far as I know, they can't shake you off. And I just don't think that's good for the combat loop, because you effectively can make you make boarding vehicles extremely easy. And again, I just don't think that's been part of Halo. I don't think that should be there. I think it's fine if it takes skill to grapple somebody, but I don't think grappling should be like a one size fits all method to dealing with vehicles. And in the most recent flight, it definitely was. So the final thing, I kind of already covered this with the Wasp, but again, how do we fix the vehicles? So I'll start with the Wasp, and I'll start with the Banshee, and I'll also talk about the grappling hook, and then we'll be done. So, Wasp, make it tankier. No shields. Make the rockets do a little bit more explosive damage. I would leave the machine gun as it is, okay? And I would make it so that it has to get at least 2 shot by the skewer. And I would make it so that it, if you like change altitudes with the Wasp, it shakes the grappling hook. Or I would make there be something you can do to consistently or semi-consistently shake the grappling hook, because right now the grappling hook can just easily counter both vehicles, okay? Now, the Banshee. Easily buff the health of the Banshee. The thing is too weak, okay? Make it more buff, make it take more damage. Second, put a shield on the Banshee. That's one of my favorite innovations that Halo 5 brought, was the Banshee shield.
It doesn't have a shield?
No, it doesn't have a shield. It's a paper mache toy, I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's like a Roblox toy. Put a shield back on the Banshee. I love that innovation in Halo 5. I thought it made sense with the lore that the Covenant vehicle would have a shield. So I would say put that back in addition to, I'd make it have the current health of the Wasp, or maybe a little bit more, slightly more. The Wasp, I think, should have higher base health, but the Banshee has a shield, and that's how they kind of counter each other. And then the other thing is I would make the Banshees do far more damage. Both the plasma cannons and the Banshee bomb should do more damage than the Wasp. The whole point of the Banshee is that it's faster, can do more damage. The Wasp is slower, but can be a little bit tankier. So the Banshee should definitely do more damage than the Wasp. It should rain hell down from above, and right now it doesn't do that. The final thing, or the kind of 2 things, first off, make the flips and the somersaults and all the navigation of the Banshee just smoother. It's like I said, it's just clunky right now. And with that, when it comes to grappling, if you do a flip, that should break a grapple. I mean, that should just break the grapple immediately. In my opinion, again, the Banshee should be easier to lose a grapple than a Wasp, because the Banshee is faster. Other than that, I mean, that's kind of it. I don't think I think the grapple's overpowered right now. I've already talked about how to nerf it. I got nothing else, but I do got a question. Let me know what you guys thought about the vehicles. Let me know if you thought they were underpowered. Let me know if you agree with the buffs that I've suggested in this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, please like, and please comment. Other than that, this has been your boy Zayman. Triple was sitting here in the dark. He'd laughed like twice. But other than that, hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you later.